Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. The Essential Academy proudly presents one of our own tenured instructors and one of my favorite people around, the wonderful Anna Allen. She is a clarity catalyst extraordinaire, and I'll give you a couple second background to her about her in a second. But where we are today and what we're up to, this is a clarity session webinar. We are going to clear some things mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's going to be incredible. We're going to release some of those things because right before the holidays, some of us have some pent up stuff. Some of us have some stuff that they're dreading coming up. Oh no, the holidays. And some of us are just, you know what? I'm ecstatic to meet family and friends, except for that one uncle or aunt. And if maybe there's a way I could deal with them a little bit better, it would make a blessing this year. So, whatever we can do to help lower some of the stress, give some tips and techniques and wonderful things, and I'll introduce myself a little later. This is what we're here for to do today. Now, we're going to be blessed and put it on a recording. So even worst case scenario, if you weren't able to attend with us live, because we had people registered from all over the world, we will still be able to give it back to you. And again, right before the holidays needed. So without further ado, let me introduce to you the wonderful Anna Allen. And this lady is renowned as a clarity catalyst. So with an extensive background coming from the realm of healing, coaching, in 2023, she got certified as a divine guidance non-surgery technique for healing of mind, body, and spirit, and the body psychology communication healing technique. And if you can say either of those quickly, I will be so impressed. I had to practice. Additionally, Anna is trained in the Eden Energy Method in 2020, adding yet another layer. And we're also looking at somebody who's had decades as a professional massotherapist and someone in the hands-on healing arts, as well as the distance energy modalities. So it's wonderful that even back in 2011, she dedicated herself to the guiding journey, helping the business owners achieve some of their goals, and not just people in their life and health goals, but in some of their financial and life goals. And since 2016, she's hosted Enlightening mini retreats aiming at heightening people's individual awareness, empowering participants, going towards optimum health, going towards wellness. So her entrepreneurial spirit was evident very early on. And despite launching her career, oh goodness, back in 94 with limited resources, tenacity and passion, really seen her sitting through those healing arts for the last 29 years. Obviously, as any of you that have been around that long know, the journey couldn't have been, and it wasn't easy. So, of course, going to have personal challenges. And Anna's triumphed over significantly physical adversity, testament to resilience, even current things that she's just shed off of her, and is an incredible beacon of health and happiness. So she's anticipating wonderful scientific evidence of a second major healing post-surgery for herself, empowering others. And for nearly 3 decades, she's been a beacon of transformation. Her unique synthesis of coaching since 2011 and her business acumen since 1994 forward has counted and touched countless lives. Anna's holistic body, mind, spirit connected approach enables her clients to undergo profound personal and professional metamorphosis. So I'll let her speak a bit more about herself and her journey, but I just wanted to give you guys a bit of background about how incredibly blessed we are to have this level of background and this level of acumen. Thank you.
Thank you, Natan. Natan, this is what a wonderful introduction. I'm amazed. And thank you, everyone, for being here today. With all these extra holiday season things going on, hopefully we will be able to share with you some ways to get through them with a wonderful envisioning session that we're going to do here today. I just want to go ahead and share my intention for our session today, and that is to use a few of my many tools that I have learned over the last 29 years to help you find inner peace of knowing that you can live a life worthy of who you are and from your heart. And that will just make you shine and get through and have that wonderful peace that you're seeking through this season. And just in life in general, there are, if there's anyone that might want to share your intention, if you'll just put it into the chat, and that way we can take a look at those. And if not, that is fine. I want you to walk away with something. And so if you just get clear on what you want to walk away with this session with, then you will have a nice thing. And you don't have to put it in the chat, but if you wish to, you can. That way we can see and hopefully and make sure that that's what you walk away with today. So as a clarity coach, let's start off with just defining what clarity means. Clarity begins with just becoming aware of your actions and your feelings and the desires of your heart. And as a coach, I help you to align your actions and feelings and desires and thoughts all to match so that you will find your journey more synchronicity, falling into more synchronicity and happening with ease, joy, and inner peace. So, with that in mind, how would you feel to be living your ideal life, or maybe just your ideal holiday experience with ease, joy, and peace today? To do that, you need to know what your true desires of your heart are. So
You know what? That's a great way to start. If anything, let's have an exercise. So put in the chat. We've got people from all over the world. I see somebody from the Philippines. It's awesome. So put in the chat, what is, as you just said, your heart's desire right now? So right. I will pop in too.
So my question is what are you currently doing to become aware of that heart's desire? So if you already know that what that is, like Natan said, put it in the chat for us. When you're living from your heart, you will discover that your inner balance is just there with ease. In today's session, utilizing those multitude of tools that I have, we're going to go over just some past things in just to help you know what an activity that we want to do. So what I'd like you to do is we're going to do a little exercise. If you have pen and paper, you might want to get that available so you can take some notes.
Okay, ready to go.
A minute, yeah, to get that if you don't have it right in front of you.
Awesome, I'm good.
Okay. So most people don't have enough time, money, their health isn't good enough to get their desired life, or they dread going to work all day. I mean, we have different categories that things come up. Maybe relationships, it's drama going on. Do you know where you stand? Well, to find clarity, let's start with a little assessment. So what I'd like you to do with today, and as we go through today's session, I'm going to share with you about 8 different tools that you can take home with you and use
awesome.
in any direction. So we're going to start out with a little life assessment. And how does this deal with the holidays? Well, a lot of times it's what's going on within you that reflects in your holiday.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some different categories. We're going to use a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being I'm not even close to where I want to be in life in that area, and 10 is life is perfect in that area and I wouldn't want to change a thing. So if we're going to take the subject of health and well-being, where would you be on the scale of 1 to 10?
Ooh.
And just write that down on your paper, because you'll see our first tool is becoming aware. You can't change anything that you're not aware of. So that's why we're taking a look at this and doing a little life assessment here. Our second area is love and relationships. What are you experiencing in those areas? And especially with the holidays coming up, we're going to be intermingling with a lot of people. Or now we're going to take a look at vocation. On that scale of 1 to 10, are you doing what you love, or are you dreading what you're doing? Okay, so
That's
let's
a good way to
take
look
a
at it.
look. And then last but least, are you having to work up to the last minute so that you have barely enough time for the holidays? Our topic is time and money freedom. Where do you stand in those areas? So on a scale of 1 to 10, let's get that all set up. And now take a look at it. And let's see where you are.
Okay, so I can use myself as a volunteer. So let's go through the list with me. What's number one? What's the first one?
The first one was health and well-being.
Okay.
Love and relationships, vocation, and time. So which one has the lowest mark for you?
Okay. Vocation, relationship. Oof. Probably health then, out of all of them. The other ones are all pretty good and stuff. Health is pretty good too, but if anything I wanted to improve and work on, we wouldn't be.
Yeah, if there's anything that
my work is good. I like my work. My relationships are good. I like my relationships, but could I get healthier? I think we can all get healthier. I would pick that one.
All right. Well, and that's my favorite subject. If I have a chance, I will share a little story with you about how I have really overcome a lot of things recently. I've done it before, but I've done it again.
Share. This is what we're here for. Go for it.
Well, in the last, we're just gonna start back about a year.
Okay.
I got engaged in October of 2022. I went and set up my wedding. We were going to get married January 1st, 2023. So we had that all set up, the church, everything's going. And we're going to go to dinner with my daughter on Wednesday night. And I hear somebody knock on my door at work. And I'm like, what's and my fiance had come over and was working on my car out in the parking lot. But everybody knows that when I'm working, not to interrupt me because I'm in session doing massage. And so I answered the door there, and they're like, "Oh, you have to come out." And I'm like, "What's happened?" And they're like, "Something's happened to Keith." So to end that, he ended up passing away. And so I went from all in 1 week, my highest high. I was, after 25 years, had met the man of my dreams. Life was beautiful. My business was thriving. Everything was just wonderful. And I had that wonderful support that I have desired forever, and was just so excited. My children and my grandchildren all love him. And my granddaughter, it's so funny because even today she'll goes, "Keith is mine." And I just laugh. I said, "Well, I hope in heaven he's having a fun time watching us still fight over him."
We'll have to make sure that we let you speak a beautiful truth like that story even sooner next time, because that's something that'll help.
Yeah. And so with that, then I, go through the grieving process, utilizing all of my tools that I know So it's never easy, but I utilize what I teach others, and it really helped me. So in January, I set myself up to really revamp my energy, because if you can imagine, the grieving process really brings your energy down. And I could feel the joy in my heart had gone out. And so I started using all my tools that I know, and pulled out of that, did a wonderful event that just helped me get excited again and feel that love running through my heart.
That's beautiful.
And so, and then life is going on and getting better. And then I get a diagnosis that I have cancer. And I'm like, okay, I know how to beat this.
Okay.
So I go through that part of it. And so I'm like, okay, put everything I know into practice. And so luckily, I had already been doing some things geared towards making a shift in my business,
Okay.
have things starting to synchronicity move into my business. And as I was doing that, um, I actually met Natan and have been growing my business and focusing it while I'm going through this health challenge. I'm also addressing it from a body, mind, spirit perspective. So I've got everything in play, what I'm doing. And as I'm doing that, I I actually just got totally cleared with my last doctor.
Right on.
Yesterday, as it was, that my surgeon finally released me, but I am cancer free. And it was really neat because it, without the doctors giving me a physical report, because they won't do that. They don't even want to hear about the natural stuff that I've learned and done. I went basically from a stage 4 to a stage 3-1, where the doctor just went, I've never seen anything like this. And
That's the kind of blessings that we're looking for. So if you're here today and you're trying to find out some of the stuff that Anna tapped into in order to help herself heal from a terminal cancer to the situation and radiant health that she's at today, all very recently, like last couple of months, not like 20 years ago, here's what happened, like not even 20 months ago, it was like 20 minutes ago. So this is all current fun stuff. It will help you with the way that you deal with your family and friends and the holidays, internally, personally, externally. Let's do this. At this point, let's run an exercise. If you have something that you wanted to run us through, Anna, now would be a perfect time. Spend 5 minutes, get us through that visualization.
So what we're going to do, I just wanted to go over a couple more. So changing the way that you think is a tool number 2, which allows your mind to be creative. So a lot of us have a tendency to go to the worst case scenario. So first thing I did was, let's see, what's the best case scenario here? And I started running that through my head. Also, I made a, a technique where I basically go, what is my end results? And we're going to go through a little exercise here in just a minute. That it's like, what do I want to end up with? What do I want that to look like?
Okay.
And then asking myself the right questions so that I could develop this outer outcome. How was I going to get there? I didn't know. But the main question is did I want to live? And even though I had lost the love of my life, I really have hopes that the future has a bright future for me. And I love what I do. So in that process, it's like, okay, yes, I want to live. So with knowing that and a few other questions, and I started writing it all down. So with that, we're going to go into a little exercise. And I want you to just sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. And we're going to use the holiday season. And you know what area, health and well-being is the one area that someone mentioned. You can pick any of the areas that we mentioned: love and relationships, vocation, wherever it needs help, and just really focus on that area. If it's time and money freedom, just being able to visualize yourself having that perfect holiday event, perfect weekend, or whatever you have time you have off. Who are you spending it with? What are you doing? So take 3 deep breaths and allow yourself to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your body relax as you breathe in and exhale. And on the last breath, we're going to breathe in and just allow any negative thoughts. We're going to do the little change your thinking here and be creative. Remember, we're creating our ideal holiday situation. And I'm going to have you connect to your divine team, whoever or whatever that is for you. And you're going to ask them for help and ask them to give you a symbol that represents your ideal holiday situation, your ideal holiday life. And now, it's 4 days from now, I believe. And it's that holiday event, and you're there. What do you see? What do you feel? We each experience life differently. What do you hear going on? Is there laughter? Is everybody getting along? Is there maybe music that you enjoy going on? Or maybe you just have this inner knowing of feeling that peace, joy, and happiness going on. Feeling the idea of just sharing and connecting with everyone. And let yourself be with this energy and create that day scenario. What emotions are you feeling and experiencing? If you had any worries, just know they've all been taken care of and come out in a perfect scenario. What would that be? And what kind of food is there? If you have a need to eat healthy, what foods are you eating? How is your stomach feeling? How is your energy? And now, what I want you to do, you are aware that you have everything your heart's desired, the perfect holiday. Maybe you're taking a walk with your loved one after dinner, allowing that food to digest wonderfully. So now what I'd like you to do is just allow that energy to go through your whole body. Feel that wonderful energy. Feel that joy of that perfect holiday. Let it energize your cells in every part of your body. Let the light radiate through each cell, your DNA, and your future. This is just the beginning of many, many peaceful holidays. Just feel the joy and fulfillment of your life with every holiday. And when you're ready, take a few moments and write down maybe the symbol that you were given so that you can focus on that, or some of the thoughts that you experience during this time. And allow yourself to really feel that inner joy.
That's really nice. Thank you.
All right. And if you take a few minutes to write that down, because two things, I don't know if thought I have it in there, is writing things down is very powerful. So, oh, yep, number 5. There's the power of writing it down. When you write it down, it gives you the opportunity. How do you feel right now? Your energy should be very vibrant. And if you write down what you just experienced in that meditation, you will be able to experience that energy again. And it brings your vibration to match your ideal situation. So, with that,
That's wonderful. You know, it was a very pleasant experience to go through and get all of that and stuff. And I wanted to know that, you know, other people had a chance to take that and apply it to themselves. It's great for the holidays. It's also great if you're going into any other stressful period in your life. If there's time that you need to just take for yourself and reflect, you know, have that moment and reach out to your spirit guides and see what symbols come at you and see what, you know, lurks. Mine was a really cool circle. It was like one of those people that does like the Japanese calligraphy with that big brush, and he put it on the top and went, and it was like a cool circle. I was like, neat. I want to try to draw that. So yeah, it's awesome. Very nice.
awesome. Yeah, if anybody wants to add anything into the chat so that if you would like to share, that way, you know.
Look at what we've already come through today, ladies and gentlemen. Besides the incredible story that Anna shared and was very open and vulnerable and personal, and where her life went so many ways askew, but managed to get right back on track here with us today, and is using that as a propellant for others to go forward. Take a look at yourself. Take a look at any of the, you know, silly holiday stress that we all think about, and stop giving energy and attention to it. And let that not be the oh no of the season, and instead be like, ah, yay, the season, and enjoy the good stuff. You know, if it's cold, hopefully there's snow. If there's snow, then it makes sense that it's cold. All of it is supposed to make sense. So go out there.
If it's cold, it's a better reason to bundle up and cuddle up.
Yes, yes. And so that's where we wanted to bring you guys today. I didn't want to keep us forever. I wanted us to go back over the points that Anna made so that we can wrap it up in the next 10 minutes or so. If there's any questions, we'll absolutely bring you on. And the pure invitation is for you to book a one-on-one clarity session with Anna. Have some time with it. Go over what's going on in your life, personally, professionally, spiritually, yeah, wherever it is that you're coming from. And know that there's somebody out there who can hear you, listen, and has gone through some things herself so that you guys can resonate. And that's really where we wanted to share today.
So I wanted to share a couple other tools. I have three more that I haven't shared yet. One is accountability, which is exactly what you were talking about, Natan.
Mm-hmm.
Having that accountability, helping someone go through something keeps you on track. It doesn't allow for life to pass you by and gives you encouragement that is needed in finding that life with balance. The seventh tool that I'd like to share with you today is taking time to center each day and connect with your divine team, which is what we just did. You saw that it didn't take very long. I mean, you're talking 5 to 10 minutes, jotting down anything that might come to mind. Give yourself a little bit of clarity and clear mind just by spending that 5 to 10 minutes. You will get to where you just love that time, and it might become a little longer than 5 to 10 minutes. But when you're first starting out, it's good to just practice with that time. I actually used to set a timer, and I started out with a 3 minute meditation. So, it's that was many, many years ago. And then the last tip that I'd like to give to you today is just learning to surrender your way and just be open to what else is possible.
Mm.
Sometimes we get so set that things need to happen this way that if we just surrender and let go of it, we might find that we have the perfect holiday just by allowing things to happen.
Well said. That's beautiful. Yes, I really agree with that. Holidays, vacations, get-togethers, relationships, major life events, both good and not so good. Yeah, keeping this philosophy in mind would serve you very well. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'll leave it open for a moment for questions and answers. In the meantime, I'm putting in the chat contact information if you would like to book an appointment and get a clarity session, making sure that you specifically speak to Anna and get that. Here you go. There you go. Bup. And so knowing that there's a way to have a clarity catalyst in your life, because those two words are important. And before we round out the session, look at the clarity and knowing in your life what that could impact and how that could just, take the dust cloud off your eyes and be able to let you see clearly. And know that a catalyst is someone that can speed things up. That's just what the name means. So if I can speed up helping you see clearly, which is what clarity catalyst means, it might make sense if that's an area that you need some extra oomph in. Reach out directly to Anna. Book that one-on-one. Normally it's $300-400 a session. You don't have to worry about that. The Essential Academy, we got you covered. We took care of that. You're going to be able to have a complimentary session with Anna right before the holidays if you need it. In case you need it as a post the holidays. Oh my goodness, here's what I got to deal with. Take it then too. Heck, be smart. Take both and enjoy yourself and get your time so that you can really, really focus on giving yourself that clarity as quickly as you can to get in zone and stay in zone and be peaceful.
So, one of the questions I'd like to share with that thought is when would you like to be living your vision of your heart's desires and experiencing that inner peace and balance? If you make that commitment and give me a call, it can be sooner than later.
I like that. Sooner
Start
than
your
later
whole
is
new
good.
year
Yeah.
off with a whole different
Nobody
person.
knows what can happen to you day by day. So sooner is always smarter than better and better, yeah, than later. Yeah. Awesome. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for having the most incredible clarity catalyst that we have with us, the amazing Anna Allen. If we keep this recording, we'll break it up, we'll send it out in snippets. We'll give some of these bite-sized nuggets, the 8 tips that Anna gave, the incredible exercise that we went through, and the ability to hear her incredible background story. Those 3 things are very powerful. And in the last 40 or so minutes, we've been able to go through that ourselves. And it's not about the amount of time that you need to spend. This isn't a 6-day, 18-hour a day intensive workshop. It's meant to give you a couple incredible little points, like coffee percolating, boop, 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 Look at the bubbles in 7-Up. Look at any of these as just something that goes, what a great idea. That's all you need. Some inspiration, some hope, some faith. So we hope that we've given a little bit of that to you today. We're very, very happy to spend our time with you today. And thank you so much for joining us. Anna?
Do we have any questions that
we're getting them in the chat. So what we'll do is we'll answer questions. Anna will take those directly for you. In the meantime, for those that have to run, because we know that the holidays are busy, events are coming up all the time. So anyone that has a question, post it in the chat. Anna will get back to you privately. If you'd like to book a private session with her, know that it's at no cost to you and that you can get that clarity that you need before the holidays, after the holidays, maybe even both, whatever you need. And know that that's available to you as well. The link is in the chat. And we look forward to seeing everyone in 2024. Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Natan.
My pleasure.
And it's a pleasure. Thank you all who have seen and who will see the video.
Amen. And those of you that don't know, we're going to be repeating this.
Talk to you later.
I just wanted to mention before you go, we're going to be repeating this every month. So next month, this is going to be on same bat channel, same bat time. We're looking at the 20th of the month. We're looking at that day, whatever that is on that day. And we're looking at 2 in the afternoon so that everyone gets a chance to come and play. And next time you come, bring a friend, bring 2. See if we can't have a way to make a bigger impact, to get people more relaxed, more clear, quicker. And that's what we're going to be here to do for you guys, month after month, being able to pull it off. So thank you so much for joining us. Anna, you can wish them all out.
It's been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.